One of the teams will win, and to make it a little bit more spicy, I'd like to have a wager on it with him as well.
How much are you willing to bet on something like that?
£1 million.
Charlotte Daly of MailSport Boxing. I'm joined with Frank Warren. How are you, Frank? Big press conference again, as always.
I'm fine, Charlotte. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad, not bad. Now, Francis Ngannou really pushed Tyson Fury. He knocked him down. It was talk of the town for a long while. What do you think he can do to Anthony Joshua on March 8th?
If he hits him on the chin, he'll knock him down. He's a big puncher. There's no doubt about that. It's whether, I look at it. For me, it's the jeopardy fight for AJ. Did he need to take it or not? Do they think it's easy? He has the benefit what Tyson didn't have when fighting Ngannou. That actually there's some footage of him. He's seen him in the ring with the #1 heavyweight in the world. So obviously AJ must fancy that. But I think it's going to be more intriguing for me is what will Ngannou have learnt from his fight, his first fight, because first fight in a boxing ring, will he? And I think they touched on it up there. How he would have done things maybe differently. Now he knows that what he has to do to improve, and he's obviously seen, and he done his homework last time. He's done the homework on Tyson, and they got it right. They got some of it right, even though I believe Tyson had an off night, but they've got massive footage against AJ, and whereas Tyson's undefeated, he's been on the floor and got up, he's undefeated. AJ has got a couple of defeats on his record. So will he look to that for his inspiration, what he's going to do, what his fight plan's going to be? I'm sure he will do.
Do you think then there's perhaps more pressure on AJ than there was Fury, because now the fact we know what Ngannou has in the locker and he has to put on a good performance against him, whereas perhaps maybe Tyson got the benefit of the doubt because nobody knew what to expect from somebody like Francis?
Well, I think you heard what His Excellency said prior to the press conference. He actually said he would like to see the winner of the fight on the 17th between Usyk and Tyson in with a winner of this fight, which takes place on the 8th of March. He mentioned that's why they're having the belt made, the unified belt made. So he's got a great way of making things happen, so we will see. So from that point of view, Joshua's a lot of pressure on him, a lot of pressure on AJ, a lot of pressure on him, because he's the guy who's expected to win. That's how most people would do it. The bookmakers will make him favourite. Ngannou's in that position again where, whatever he does, he's got nothing to lose. So it's going to be quite interesting. But I do think AJ's got a tremendous amount of pressure on him.
And I know, obviously, Francis really proved his credentials and he got ranked after that fight with Tyson Fury. But that's a huge fight if he comes through AJ and then he ends up fighting the winner of Fury Usyk. Do you think he deserves that shot at that point?
Yeah. Well, look, if he beats, he performed extremely well against Tyson. He showed to me. Afterwards, I looked back and thought, bloody hell, I wish I'd have signed him up as a boxer years ago, because he showed he was in with Tyson Fury, even a Tyson who I don't think was on song. He still showed what he's all about. Let's see what he does against Joshua. If he comes through that, then he's in one of the top 3 heavyweights in the world, no doubt about it.
Regardless of belts and things like that on the line, for Tyson Fury, do you think he would rather face Anthony Joshua for the first time or rematch Francis Ngannou? Which one do you think he would pick?
I can't speak for him on that because I haven't had that conversation, but what I would love to see the fight with AJ. I would love to. I've always wanted to see that fight because I'm biased and I think Tyson will win the fight.
And with a rematch, for example, with Francis Ngannou, do you think there would be more kind of emotional factors to play because of the fact that he maybe feels like he has to do the second fight justice, as the first fight didn't go according to plan? Still got the result, but didn't go according to plan.
If Tyson fought Ngannou?
Yeah.
If Tyson fought Ngannou again, it'd be a totally different fight, because he knows what he's got. He knows what he's got to do. Tyson's a consummate boxer. He's got a great boxing brain, and he knows what he'll have to do. Yeah. And, he's not made any excuses for the fight, so I'm not going to start making any. What happened. He still won. That's what champions do. He still come through it on a bad night and showed what he's all about. He's got a tough fight himself with Usyk. I believe he'll win it. if he were to fight Ngannou again, I think he would win it, and I think he'd win it in much more style.
Well, to play devil's advocate, if Francis Ngannou got through Anthony Joshua and then Tyson Fury beats Alexander Usyk and they fight each other again,
Wow, that's a big fight.
is that the kind of biggest story we would have in boxing if he then managed to beat Tyson Fury?
I mean, it's a lot of ifs there, but if that scenario panned out, except for the end of it, if that panned out that way, that would be the biggest fight out. That'd be a huge fight because of the first fight and the fact he's got AJ scalp. That would be a massive, massive fight.
And last question to finish off, Matchroom versus Queensberry. So many bragging rights at stake there. How do you see that unfolding? And have you already thought of your 5?
No, I haven't, but I will do. And first of all, we've got to sort out the weights. So what the weight divisions are going to be, we'll work that out, and then between us, see what it is. But the good thing about it, because there's 5 fights, there'll be a winner. One of the teams will win, unless we get a draw. But one of the teams will win. And to make it a little bit more spicy, I'd like to have a wager on it with him as well.
How much are you willing to bet on something like that?
£1 million.